A huge step. Draper reaches first Queen's semifinal. Jack Draper fulfilled a childhood dream by reaching his first Queen's semifinal with a testing 3-set victory over American Brandon Nakashima. The 6-4, 5-7, 6-4 win guarantees Draper will be a top 4 seed in next week's Wimbledon draw and would therefore not be able to meet world number 1 Jannik Sinner or defending champion Carlos Alcaraz until the semifinal stage. Draper, who came through a tough 3-setter against Alexei Popyrin in the previous round when he was feeling unwell, found himself in another energy-sapping encounter against Nakashima on a hot day in West London. Having taken charge of the first set with an early break, the errors crept into Draper's game and Nakashima raised his level to take the second set and force the absorbing encounter into a decider. Draper made the key breakthrough in the 7th game of the 3rd set, converting his second break point with a powerful forehand, and he then served out victory to set up a semi-final against Czech Jiří Lehecka, who had earlier beaten British number 2 Jacob Fearnley 7-5, 6-2. The 23-year-old revealed after the match he had held the Queen's Trophy as a child around 12 years ago, and will now hope to hold it as a winner this weekend. "It's something I've wanted since I was a little kid," said Draper, whose semi-final starts at 1300 hours British summertime on Saturday. "I do have photos on my phone with the trophy when I was what must have been 10. It's always been a tournament that I have watched alongside with Wimbledon. Having Andy Murray win here many years on the trot, or whenever he did, just gave it a bit more of a special feeling to me." Draper is bidding to become the first British singles champion at Queen's since 5-time winner Murray's most recent victory in 2016. He could be on course to meet top seed Carlos Alcaraz in the final after the world number 2 beat France's Arthur Rinderknecht 7-5, 6-4. Alcaraz will meet compatriot Roberto Bautista Agut in Saturday's second semi-final after the 37-year-old knocked out 4th seed Holger Rune 7-6, 7-5, 6-7, 4-7, 6-2. Obsessed, Draper relishing return to top 4. Draper had got off to the perfect start against Nakashima with an early break, but the rest of his day was far from straightforward. But, as he has increasingly been showing in a year that has taken him to a career-high 4th in the world, he manages to bring out his best tennis in the most difficult moments. From the second serve ace that warded off a break to a brave drop shot at 15-40, Draper showed he is not afraid to take risks, and this confident approach is paying off here. Having lost the second set to world number 32 Nakashima when he sent a forehand long, Draper tightened up on his errors in the 3rd and broke serve in the 7th game with one of the stunning forehand winners that have become a hallmark of his game. He had thought he had sealed the game on the previous point with a backhand, but the electronic line call of out had been drowned out by the crowd's cheers. He had to save a break point while serving for the match at 5-4, but recovered to seal victory after 2 hours and 22 minutes, delivering a 14th ace during that final game. Draper will now play only his second last 4 match on home soil after reaching the semi-finals at Eastbourne in 2022. His progress here will help his preparations for Wimbledon, which starts on June 30th, and the top 4 seeding is a bonus for him going into the grass court Grand Slam where he'll be viewed as the great home hope. "It's a definite huge step for me," Draper added. "I remember last year going and ranked around 30 or 40. To be inside the top 4 come Wimbledon 1 year around, that's massive progress. I live and breathe the sport, and I'm obsessed with progressing and obsessed with becoming the player that I want to become all the time and achieve the things I want to. It's another step in the right direction." Alcaraz makes quicker progress after last. 16 epic. Alcaraz was back on court less than 24 hours after coming through an epic last 16 encounter with compatriot John Munar that was the longest match at Queen's in 34 years, lasting 3 hours and 26 minutes. The impact of that initially showed as he found himself going toe-to-toe with Rinderknecht in a close first set. Frenchman Rinderknecht had gone out in qualifying but returned as a lucky loser and upset American Ben Shelton in his first match. He certainly played with a nothing-to-lose attitude, serving particularly well, but once Alcaraz got the break at 5-5 in the first set, he was always up against it as the former world number 1 got stronger as the match went on. "I am feeling great playing on grass," said Alcaraz, who is hoping for another Queen's title to add to his 2023 victory before embarking on his bid for a 3rd successive Wimbledon title. I thought I would be feeling worse than I am right now, but as tennis players we have to do what we have to do, and that's to recover and play the next day. Fearnley's run comes to an end. Fearnley had been playing in his first last 8 match of an ATP Tour event after producing a brilliant display against French qualifier Corentin Moutet on Thursday. But Czech world number 30 Lehecka proved too much for the 23-year-old. Things had looked promising for Fearnley after he got the first break of the match, but the world number 60 gave it up immediately following 3 double faults. More mistakes on serve proved costly again as Lehecka got the double break to lead 6-5 before serving out the set. Lehecka then continued the momentum in the second set, getting another double break to go on and seal the win and his place in Saturday's semifinals.